Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the new update in Manor Lords where we're trying to get our settlement going. It looks pretty good, to be honest, and haven't quite decided what we need to try and get done today. Main thing I want to get done is probably expanding into a new territory, but for that to happen we need to get our weapons up. And to get the weapons up, we need to get a few more families in. So we've got a couple spare, which is great. We're starting to get some good resources in. We're stabilizing. We're good on fuel. Food is much harder now, but we are seeing some apples and veg coming in, and the meat's kind of a little bit low, so we need to probably push for the tier 3. We were working on getting the mining pit, as you can see here, to get clay going. So we're going to effectively grab that in. I will be getting one family in there, and we'll get that kind of going. But welcome yourselves back in, guys. Really appreciate you being here. I hope you're enjoying the series as much as me. I've heard a few mixed reviews on the update so far. I'm not too sure myself because this is all I've played so far, so time's a little bit limited. I'm going to continue on with the sheep as we said anyway. We're going to see how well we can kind of do. I am told you need quite a lot before they even start doing anything though, but that's okay. We'll use an expansion to kind of test to it, and I want to make my way towards the fishing lake, so we'll probably go this way and then this way, and by taking this one we're actually going to have some good money anyway. And we've got 2 wild animal deposits on this one, so we can set up food pretty quickly there with a hunter's cabin, which is great. So we'll probably go that route. I'm going to go 2x. At the moment, we've got 4 houses spare, as you can see, and we've got lack of business there, but that is okay. So I'm going to keep it going as is there. I'm probably going to get another one on the forester's hut whilst we've got a spare person as well. But we're looking pretty good. We need to get our public order sorted in a moment. And then we could probably hire mercenaries if we want to go down the tax route as well. That could be what we do for old boy. But we've got 140 days until the raiders here. So main thing we need to do is to consider that. So I want to get maybe one of these. We'll probably like change that to... I don't know whether to go into... We're probably going to have to go blacksmith just to get the spears in. So I'm not going to do it just yet. We need to wait for a couple of families before we commit. But that should do the job just fine. So as you can see, we're getting the clay in now. I'm just going to hold it over. Stonecutter's camp is paused. I don't need any more. 175 stone in there, so we're looking fantastic. So saw pit. Again, it's kind of weird. Late game will be fine because we've got the reserve limit, so we're not using up our timber, which is great. But that family is kind of just sat there. So I am going to take them back out. And we're going to go in. Now, in order to get to tier 3, we are going to need the booze in temporarily really soon, but I'm not going to bother with that just yet. We started to establish a pretty good little settlement, so I'm not too concerned. And with that in now, we're going to come into the industry and we're going to go into the clay furnace. And for the clay furnace, we'll probably just pop it in our industrial area here. I know it's not the best, but as long as it's by this storehouse, that's fine. So this takes the storehouse, they take from the storehouse. So hopefully that clay will come across. We're going to need to get an upgrade on this for storage space. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and we're going to speed it up. So our main focus is this one. And I might even go across and grab these. I could just straight buy in the weapons. Quite costly though. I'll tell you what. Let's do the executive decision here and just use what we've already got. Let's take a road up here like so. And then what we'll do is fork off into these. A little bit of a stagger, not the same, and then we will try and mine these out. So I'll also get an iron mine in place on top of these. So let's get it. Give it this one here, and then we'll bring the road right to it. There we go. So that's attached. We'll get that one going. So as the families obviously come in, we'll make sure that's in place. We've got a nice amount of clay. I'm going to prioritize this one as the highest, and we'll get those in. So the idea is upgrade the church first, just for that happiness. So we don't need to worry about it. And then as we've got the spare families, we can potentially go into other things as well. So plank's gone back down again. Let's unpause that one. We're going to be able to turn off berries again now. So we're going to free up those families as well. It's kind of just a bit of a juggling game at the moment, but that's okay. And then, do I continue on with the sheep here? I think I want to just passively see how well they do. And we've actually got enough families for me to go ahead and probably change that now. I don't know. Eggs aren't doing much for us, so let's get rid. They're still naff. Let's change this to a blacksmith workshop. And then we're going to have to make a woodworking shop as well. So we're going to need to upgrade when we can. But for that to happen, we need a variety in the food here. And let's just come into our market. Let's take a look. We should see it come in soon on those ones. We're going to need a second food stall, I think, really, really soon. I might commit to that now. Probably a good idea. Yeah, let's commit to that. Let's get a second granary person in. It's probably for the best. And then they can distribute it out, hopefully. And we'll get that one also worth probably upgrading. Yeah, let's do it. So I don't need to worry about it. An iron pit is already in, so we'll get one in there. And we'll just start mining up a little bit of that. I don't want to waste the little funds I do have at the moment. So that's the idea. I also can now pause the mining pit and go into the clay furnace. And I think timber we're still okay on, so I don't need to worry too much. I can go ahead and pause the saw pit again really soon. Just keeping a close eye. We do need 10 for that. So we just need 10 clay tiles. And we can get this wooden church upgraded as well. So that's really good. We're low on houses soon, so we probably need to focus on probably that burgage plot upgrade there. And let's see if there's any more we can kind of do. Don't think there is. So we're going to have to go ahead and get in a couple more now. So let's go ahead and do that. And once we've got a couple of units in the army, I'm quite happy to go ahead and expand out. And do we come this way? We don't want to go too close to the deer, but I'm okay to squeeze in a house or two if we can. I do like the idea of filling this though. That would be cool. We'll surround the church with the yards again. Food and stuff like that. And then we'll get maybe a couple of smaller ones here. I'm actually going to go down to 2 there. Although, is that going to be beneficial? Let's go with the 3 smaller businesses there. I don't want to make them all double plots. It's good to have a good mixture. And to be honest, we're not going for massive population in this one. We're going for absolute beauty and testing all the features. That's the main idea, right? Okay, let's take a look. So, we have 4 roof tiles. It's coming in nicely. And we've got plenty of expansion room. So we're on 57 at a population at the moment. It's going a little bit slow. I didn't want to rush it anyway, although saying that, we're only on episode 3, right? We are slowly getting these guys in, so they just need that food variety, which we just don't have at the moment. We are struggling. Might be worth us buying in a type of food, just a small amount. So let's take a look. We could easily get one if we wanted to. So we could keep the kind of... think we'd have to establish a trade route and put a point into it, but the best would be eggs because they're cheaper. At the moment they're 12 though to just get one in, which is insane. Yeah, we're just gonna have to cope. We can keep that food going. It's not too bad. I'm hoping we've got the second marketplace now that should be able to distribute a little bit better, but they just don't have the food to kind of give out. There we go. That should start to see them coming in. So just got to get through this winter. And we're so close to getting these roof tiles now. This one over here is going to have to be... we're going to have to go into another farm here. We're going to have to rely on the carrots. So, because the orchards are just going to take a bit of time. We're going to get some the next year on these guys. But, yeah, it does take time, so... and the meat just isn't going back up. Which is weird, because we've got the passive trapping. We need the double amount here. I'm disappointed with that. I'll be honest with you. It's a bit rubbish. Okay, we got the roof tiles for now, so I'm going to pause up the clay furnace. I'm going to turn back on the mining pit. We'll just grab that, and we're starting, hopefully, to get that iron in now, which we are. So we've got the iron ore, and we've got our blacksmith making... oh, so they've started to make weaponry. So we're going to go into... it's only just finished, so we're going to go spear. And that does mean we'll need to keep planks going now, so we'll keep that on. We've got 1 month of food, sorry. Not looking good. Just going to put a 10 import on the vegetables here, and I'm going to establish a trade route. I know we don't have a lot of money, but we're going to need to do it because we just need to make sure that we've got enough to see it through. I think we have, because the meat is going back up, but as you can see, we've only got 7 berries. So, although I do have, it's been distributed, so I have enough to get this leveled up now. It's weird. See, even with 3s, eggs are just rubbish, aren't they? They're like almost pointless. Like, no joke, almost pointless, the eggs. So, yeah, stay away from those still, guys. And then over here, we can get another orchard. I don't want to spend the 50 just yet, although 2 months takes us into almost February because December's almost up. Do we risk it? I didn't want apples. It's only 15 for a veggie plot, so let's get that going so we can actually get that in. And we are kind of upgrading, so we will end up with extra money from these guys as well. So let's keep that going. And we're not going to get very far without a bloomery, are we? Let's be honest. So, and I have no wood to actually build it, so... yeah, whilst they're topping up, let's get our bloomery done. And again, I'm going to keep that in the industry area. Don't want it to go there, though. I need it by the storehouse. Let's go there. And let's get that prioritized because we need the weaponry here. And I'm going to have to turn one of these into the board shop. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, whilst we wait for the trees to grow back, I'm going to send them this way and get them to start cutting down this. I'll get one more in there just to kind of top that up because we're going to need to. And there we go. We're in January, so we should be through the worst here. I think we've got enough to see us through, and then we'll be able to get berries again momentarily. I'm going to upgrade these guys, so we need that extra income, and then we're ready for tier 3 then. So we'll get in what we need. Again, church just needs upgrading. I just need to get these logs in, so it shouldn't be a problem. And one of these houses is going to be... so let's get rid of that. This is now going to be a joiner's workshop. And we're going to get in the spears and shields. Because we need a unit. How many raiders come when we fight for a piece of land? I can't remember. But we've got this. 42 days. So it's important that we get at least one lot of spear militia. Let's see how long these last. They definitely fixed this. Like this right here. Righteous thugs. It's actually good picking up this light mercenary infantry. They're really like 110 for 3 units per month. That's not bad. And this one's not too bad either. We could obviously hire them temporarily. Just to try and take an early settlement, maybe. As I say, we're going to have to be careful with how we do it. He's already decided to take Wallbrand in the middle. I don't really want to be at war yet, so I'm going to have to come... this is the logical way, right? If we come this way. Deep mining, and then we come this way. So this is going to be the main food settlement. Got a shoal of fish and a extra wild animals deposits. That should be okay to get round. So that'll be our 3 settlements, I think. And food's actually going up, so we're managing to get the meat in. So looking good all round. So what I'm going to do then, bloomery's in. Let's go into there. Trying to think what we can pause for a moment. I think the tannery, yeah, 101 leathers. Holy crap. Let's get you paused up. Let's get the bloomery on the go. And let's get 1 fuel reserve in there. Let's start smelting up. And I'm just going to probably mine this until it's gone. And then it's probably important that we also pause the mining pit. Let's not waste that. Let's focus on getting the building done. And then we'll get this wooden church upgraded. Boom. That'll just give us that little bit of extra happiness boost here for the tier 3 as well. And we're into February, so we can start prepping the berries again in a moment. Just going to open a trade route for the stone. We're going to try and get rid of that ASAP. So I'm going to say just keep 30. We'll sell the rest. There's 52 in there. And start making a little bit of money back. And there we go. I'm seeing... oh, God, we're making the wrong one. Small shields. Let's get that changed every time. We need those later anyway for our soldiers, but for now, we'll make those. So we're now able to make money from these. So once I filled this 1 spear militia here, we're going to go ahead and sell the excess. And then we're probably just going to need a bowyer of some kind. It's the cheapest route to have the extra units, you know. We've got 6 days until they come, though, so we really, really need these to hurry up. So we should be fine, though. Well, it's questionable. I think I'm going to need to hire with the money, so I'll wait until they... I probably need to get them now. Just in case, let's get a couple of archer units in. Let's hire... let's sign this contract here. We'll grab the Wayward Sons. And they'll hopefully make their way in. Dynamic of the game has definitely changed. Here they are. Perfect. So we'll have these kind of defensive. And we'll see where they come in from. Because our first raider is going to come... band of raiders. Okay, they're coming in from over there. So what we're going to do is... probably just wait over here with the Wayward Sons. These are expendable, so... and it's only some of those. So we should be fine with those plus this one. Just got to get them before the month's end, right? He's 19. Don't know how good the archers actually are now, so... could really have done with spears being done beforehand, but the good news is we can always get production limits too. So I'm just going to set 10 of each on that. We should be fine. And then we're going to have to just take the 19. It's more than enough, I think. There's only 2, actually. These guys should hold pretty well. I don't want to fight in my own thing, so... I need to be up on a hill, really. Like here. And that should be okay. We're going to just pepper these guys, I think. As much as we can on these as they come over the hill. I'll have to move forward a little bit more. How far out am I? Let's see how well they can kind of take them out. I don't know. If anything, they're just going to slow them down, right? Go on, Wayward Sons. Do your job. They can take out... Just thin the herd. Where are my units? How are they doing? I need to get a bit of a sprint on here and then turn it off in a second. Go on, Wayward Sons. You can do it. Yes, they killed a couple. Perfect. Right, that's good. That is really good. So we can just kind of... They've all gone for one unit here, so we can go and shoot them in the back. That should work out pretty well. So they'll turn and shoot on that. We'll get these guys to kind of sprint in and help. I'm fairly certain, though, once they let loose on this in a full flurry, they should be able to obliterate them. They're doing pretty well. There we go, look. Yeah, we're losing some. Probably best we bring these guys back now. Let's get those shooting in on that. And let's go meet these guys over here. There we go. These guys should do it anyway. I think I could do it with the Wayward Sons. I was expecting 3, I'll be honest with you. But this is perfect. I think we'll kill them by pulling them across like that. This flurry is going to obliterate. There it is. Perfect. Alright, you can go home. No problem. Next payment in 13 days. I'm going to go ahead and get rid. I don't want to waste my money. I just wanted enough to see us through that defense there, and it worked out. So that's fine. Right. It's March. The berries are back. Let's get 2 back in there. And let's keep going. The church... Oh, look at it. The church is upgraded, guys. It's a beautiful thing. We got there pretty quick, I think. So... Barely been playing an hour and 20 probably. Well, hour and a half on this save, and we're already at the max church there. So I'm happy with that. Food is definitely different now, though. We need these berries to come in, and that'll save us. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and just get these weaponry kind of going. I'm thinking... There we go. We're on 22, so they're coming in. We've got the spears. We're just waiting on some shields now. So I'm feeling a bit safer. And then I can hire in a another unit. I would like to get a Bowyer's workshop though for these crossbows, because we're already making iron. I'm assuming it's just wood and iron. I might be completely wrong. I don't think I'll be going for the Polearm Militia because they're slow as well, guys. It's a bit too slow for my liking. And then we'll continue to upgrade these houses where possible. We have the ability to get some businesses in here, but I don't think it's worth it. And I'm really not happy with the Hunter's Camp. That's a rich deposit, and it's just rubbish. Right, I think as we've got the spare workers, what I'm going to do is make one of these. I need tier 2. So once this is in, I might just get... I mean, the chickens are not doing anything for us, I'll be honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you into a Bowyer's workshop. And what we're going to do is start to get some of those in. I'll probably start with just basic archers. As we saw, they did pretty well. They managed to at least keep the raiders away, right? That's the main thing. We just want to establish this before we move forward. We just need a couple of units, you know? Now, I'm wondering if the Wayward Sons... Yeah, resets. Light mercenary infantry and light mercenary... The Battle Brothers. Look how cheap these guys are. I really want these. Their ranged attack is so strong. There we go. Berries are in, guys. Problem averted. We need to get a bit of a surplus now, though, before we do anything else. So we're going to need to establish somewhat of an economy here to keep us going. I'm fairly certain, though, we're going to get a good yield from all of these now in for our next one, because we were relying on these tiny gardens, right? And they weren't really doing too much for us. Just want to point out as well, we still haven't had another sheep. It says 8, so we must have a lamb somewhere. It's just not showing yet. Either that or it's inside. I don't know. I see it saying 8 there. By the way, you can rename the sheep. Oh my god. That is so cool. Alright, we're almost there. As soon as I see those spears hit 36, I will be flipping over. So we're just waiting on the large shields here. We've almost got a max spear militia though, and they're pretty strong when they're on their own. Yeah. 35, cool. I think I'm going to flip that over momentarily and we're going to go into the swordsman. But, that being said, let's get this priority on the Bowyer's workshop. We've got the planks and let's get this thing going. So we're going to basically set a cap, and what I'm going to do is probably hire them up now. So we're going to have to go for 1 unit of this, which should be fine. It will take from our spears temporarily. That's okay, because we'll get the population in. We'll be fine. I just want a couple of units, you know. All right, so look at that. It's 2. Oh my god, we could go straight into this. You know what? You can go away. Oh my god, did you see that? So, it only costs planks. So it's a no-brainer to go straight into crossbowmen. Why would you ever go into bowman? Yeah, I think I would have expected 1 piece of iron, 2 planks for a crossbow, for them being 3 times as strong. That needs rebalancing. So I guess they don't shoot as far, but it's not by a lot. So you get like, what, half a flurry off before, like in the distance? I don't know how quick they shoot either, actually. This one we've got to test, right? We'll send them into a bandit camp or something. Where was that bandit camp? I think it's been dealt with, hasn't it? So we're buying in carrots still to keep us buffered here, and I'm just hoping that it's going to be enough. I'm going to have to sacrifice the money here. But as I say, I'm just keeping an eye, and we do have a decent kind of spear amount. We just need more families. So I am just going to be letting it play through as we go through this year for that. Not in any rush. It's fine. Now, there's no doubt that we'll be seeing more apples from this orchard this time round as well. So hopefully we get that in. What are you guys up to in your playthrough? How, like, what's the kind of... If there's anything you've noticed food-wise, which is the best route, just fishing aside, because there's only the 1 fishing lake, I think he'll go back on that and either put in, like, 2 or 3 on the map. It kind of makes sense, but we'll see. But outside of that, what are you guys doing at the moment to kind of balance it? Because I think the issue I have is you have spoilage, right? But there's no way to see the spoilage, which I don't like. You need to be able to, like, determine when it's going to spoil or how long until it spoils. Just my personal opinion, you know what I mean? And I think in the meantime for these houses, as we're not going to be putting anything else in there, it makes sense for them to have chickens. Just to keep that little bit extra. I know you don't get a lot from them. I'm saying they're pointless, but we need it for the money, right? Why is that house saying we can't have a business? Did I already select something on there? That did show as a... What is going on here? Right. I mean, that one's not showing as... Did I put something there? It looks like they might be doing something. I can't tell. Right, just turning off the veggie trade again. I'm going to leave it, try and build up a little bit of money to sell this. I think we've sold most of our stone now. Might be worth us turning that back on. So let's go ahead, because that is going to tick us over nicely. Just until we get to tier 3. And then... Soldier-wise, look at that. We got 7 crossbowmen now. Oh, it's beautiful. We need to fill out this spear militia before we do anything else, though. And in order to do that, it's going to be more housing. It kind of makes sense just to have the row of them here. I'm going to do some double plots, though. Yeah, let's go for 3 double plots. It's kind of extra, isn't it? We'll give them slightly longer gardens, because I haven't quite decided what we're going to do with them yet. And then I'm going to get 2 more there. This one I'll leave for storage across here. I'll probably bring another one down the back of here, actually, before we do anything more. Let's come off this fork here, and let's bring it there. So we can get storage buildings on the back of that as well. And then it kind of makes sense to cut maybe just up to here. This doesn't have a huge area of effect, and it looks like our trees are coming back in nicely. So I should be able to now move this one as they've cut all that down. Let's go back this way now. And I might be able to... I'm going to keep them going then, like that. I've got a livestock permanently assigned, haven't I? And I definitely want to buy in another one here. We probably want to start getting some upgraded too. Guys, I think I'm going to have to destroy this house because it's not letting me build a business. Yeah, that's a shame. I'm going to have to get rid of that one. And then we'll try again. I don't know why it did that. Very weird. I'm sure it did it. Yeah, look. Like, the business is kind of like cutting. Maybe I can't go all that way then. I think I'm going to have to do that. That's fine. We'll rebuild it. And just as they move into these ones, I am going to give them chickens. Just because. Just to try and get that little bit extra on food. It is going up, but we're relying on the berries. See how meat's on 0 again? And there's just none in here. Let me try. So it used to be good with that. Let's try lowering the reserve here. And just see how they get on. There we go. That definitely has a garden now. Boom. We'll get carrots and we'll get that one going. We got to wait for them to move into all of these houses first, but that's fine. We're aiming to fill out our soldier slots, which is what we want. So, and as we get some equipment in and we wait for this population, I might start selling the shields. 168. So we'll have 10 as our desired here, and then we'll actually make the shields. We're going to go up to 20. Because we've got the planks. Let's just do it. And we can start making a bit of money from that. Family's going to keep moving in now, which is great. Because I really want to be able to buy this bread in as soon as possible. We just need to make sure food is fine. Come on. Waiting for this. It's August, so next month / into November, we're going to get, hopefully, a yield. I see apples on these trees, guys. Beautiful. And this one should be... I mean, what are we, 2 years in? We're on the 3rd year. So we got these apples first year, didn't we? So they should be almost at full yield. Almost. Not quite. And let's take a look at what we want to do here. Tannery. Definitely don't need to work. We could sell leather. How much raw leather are we... So we've got some hides. I don't think we can. Yarn, we've got a good surplus of. So we could also get just the generic yarn in place. So we could say, for now, we'll just say 30 yarn. And then we'll go with that. They're going in for the bandit camp. I think that's the amount they send, isn't it? If we take a thingy. Where's the bandit? It's too close to them. We're not going to get to them in time to even benefit from the labor there. We're getting some money in though now, which is fantastic. Yeah, it says 7 here now, so we're still not getting any of them doing any kind of breeding. Let's increase it. Let's go to 10 and let's unpause it. We're doing it. And I'm also going to get a second trader in. So we're going to go for trying to get this up now. I'm going to have to start establishing the trade routes. So the ones where we said we're going to export. Is it worth grabbing the yarn in first? It would probably make us a good amount of money. But I think saving for the 168 for the shields would be better. I think the ones where it says NA, you have to establish a route. The ones that you don't means they'll sell it anyway on the generic trader as it comes in. The only way we'll find out is when they actually start selling it. So I'm going to wait for the 168 and just see. And they're claiming Eschenhau, which is... Oh, it's the fishing lake. Right, we're going to be going to war earlier than we like then. So we could just go through this land if we want. Although we could go into the salt then, take sell bits first. I don't know. It's typical. They always expand way quicker than you can. Approval rating's looking really good now though. That church is definitely helping. But yeah, there we go. Apples are coming in. As we grow though, food is just disappearing. We are getting the apples in. That's nice to see. Good numbers there, as the meat is so terrible. Good. Right, 143. We're not quite there for the shield one yet. 168. I'm going to hang around until it comes because we just need to. 122. It's because we're buying in sheep at the same time. Actually, you know what? Yeah, see, it'll double. If I don't get these shields now, it will double. We also want to get a shoemaker in at some point. Make use of all that leather. The yarn is in. Do we just go into that? Right, guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going into the yarn. I'm going to establish that trade route. There's more money to be made there. As we're getting the sheep in, we're going to get quite a few, aren't we? And then we can also grab wool. It's pretty cheap to grab as well. It's the only way we can kind of get money flowing better. And that iron deposit is almost out. So look at this. That is absolutely full. And we have quite a lot of iron in, which is great. So we have 68 slabs. Very nice. We can move that into the next one as well. It's worked out pretty well. So we should have a pretty hefty army now. So 30 and 27. Looking good. And we have the surplus of these things coming in. So really, really good. We've got enough spears for everything. I think I can go ahead. Hold on. Yeah, we got 10 spears in. So let's go into the, not the joiner's shop. Let's go into our blacksmith here and let's actually focus on, let's go into the sidearms. It's 2 iron slabs. We have some, so we may as well utilize it. And let's go into that. And the next one then, we'll be able to grab ourselves a new militia footman. Although I'm tempted just to get an army of crossbowmen, I won't lie to you. Oh, it's nice to finally see food. It's still on 2 months though. It is so different, isn't it? Right, we have the ability now to give these houses something. And to be honest, it probably is important that we get them veggie gardens. So that's going to be one of our main foods here. And we made these slightly bigger, didn't we? So we'll expand them and get them going. And as soon as we get the gold in, we'll make sure we get another one. We also need to make sure we're upgrading when we can. So wild berries are already out. I will need to pause that in a moment. We managed to at least get them all, so that's the main thing. I'm just going to pause that now. And let's go in. We'll go Tanner shop back on. We can probably keep these on now, which is great. So, and firewood is still good. I might turn all of these back on, and we may have to start selling those. I don't know yet. Get you upgraded while we can. Let's get carrots in you. And then I'm going to build some large orchards throughout. But these are all going to give us money, right? Those guys are singular. They're relatively okay for carrot gardens. But yeah, I want to keep an eye on this. What I'm going to do is just come in. And let's just keep a look at this. So, this is really good. So, we can have a proper look at all the trading. So, we're only in a plus 24, but we were importing carrots, right? Ignore that. So, we could say plus 384 without that, right? And sheep. We're not going to be importing sheep anymore, actually. That's worth noting. Let's pause that again now. And let's hope that they now start breeding. So, we've got 10. That should be a good starting number to get them going, surely. Which is more wool each time. Iron slabs going down nicely. We didn't put a cap on the sidearms, did we? Let's have a look. I don't know if we did. Going to go to 20. And then we're going to put a limit of 10 on them in here as well. I just want to show you. So all doubles that. So shields are now 2. It's not double, but it adds another multiple of starting amount. So 224. Definitely want to get that going though. Shouldn't take long for us to get this. The traders will be coming in to buy really, really soon. And mining pit is done. So we'll go ahead and demolish that one out. We have a lot of people now. A lot of spare families. And we've almost got a full 2 set of the army. We have no houses left. So it is time to go ahead and expand now into what we would have as a farming area. I think it's sensible to kind of come this way. I know the trees are going in there. I think we need 2 on this bit. So let's just bring it up. Hopefully I can come. These are going to be big. And we're going to have double families in these. They're going to be veggie gardens. I'm hoping that keeps us buffered. Because look at this. As soon as winter hits, man, it's just game over again. Stock's damaged. Oh, man. Oh, our iron ore's getting damaged. No, I shouldn't have got rid of that until they emptied it. It's all disappearing, look, from the snow. Yeah, meat's a big problem again. It's just not working. Oh, man. I've got to establish what we have here. Right, I'm going to spend the money. 236. I'm not going to do it yet, actually. What I'm going to do is come in, and we are going to establish that export of the large shields now. So that should keep our money flowing. All we need is to keep planks up, right? And I'm going to get a Bowyer's workshop now. We're in a position where I can convert one of these smaller ones. So I think I'll get rid of these chickens again. We want all of them pretty close, right? So Bowyer's workshop we're going to have in again. Do I do it? I'm trying to think what we can sell. We can flip on the other one. So I need to come into something else. That's going to have to be our cobbler workshop. And then I'm probably going to have to establish the food trade again. So we're going to have to tick that one back in. We're just going to have to. But we're pretty good. Guys, thank you so much for being here. As always, really, really appreciate you. Thank you. As always, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all that. A little comment really does help me in the algorithm as well. And I really, really appreciate you. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one.